Can you hear me now? Had some problems with the USB hub when we were starting the stream. Had to disconnect and reconnect a bunch of stuff, including the audio interface. And the capture card. There we go. Part 11 awaits us here. just this little bit here. I'm trying to find optimal settings for the various platforms. And, something that works well for one platform doesn't necessarily work very well for another one. So I've been tinkering with them a little bit. It's fine. Okay, just like this, and like this. And then we need to something like this. Making a little bit too much here. Sorry about this. Yeah, except we're nowhere near 98 right now. Perhaps, thankfully. Okay, that looks pretty good. Switch over to the game cam here. Looking decently good, looks proportional, and the system cam looks right. And chat camera is working. All is as it's supposed to be. Shall we try to get started here? See how it goes. Now we ended here in Blistering Heights. We went there after we had completed most of what it was we were trying to do on last stream. Last stream sort of went into various tasks that needed completing instead of perhaps what it is that we set out to do. My thinking now is that we go head back to the Swamp Isle and finish that off. Finish the dungeons and the outside areas there before we go back to Castle Dragontooth and complete it. So we do this as close to in the correct order as we can. Yeah, if you're judging by the Discord, he's constantly listening to orc jokes, so I don't think we'll get much sense out of him. Let's stroll here. We'll go as far out to sea as we can and try to do this. What the hell is that? In the middle of the ocean. It's a cursed fool. Now it's a dead cursed fool. Hey there, Gleeswell. Thanks for gifting a sub to Amiga 1200 Gamer. Welcome to the sub club, Amiga 1200 Gamer. Enjoy your emotes. This really is a little bit bigger than I actually thought it was. It's pretty big. And what is this? It's like a canal running through everything here. Found some leather armor. Middle of the lake. Sort of funny. Head back here. It was just a little bit of a detour. On the other side there earlier were the Isles of Illusion. They're back in this game. You can sort of see them here, the desert areas. Those are the Isles of Illusion. And just like in Game 2, there seem to be 2 castles on each isle. Game 2, it housed a good and evil wizard. We haven't really gotten that quest yet, but I'm sort of assuming we'll get a similar quest. And I must say, this is bigger than I really thought it was. It's absolutely massive. And there's another pyramid. Track along this, finish this off. And we won't have to constantly step into the ocean. We must be pretty much close to having circled. We're on the north side of the island now. You can see the snowy island where Castle Dragontooth is off to the north. Okay, we need to go back because the water goes further in. No wonder this is a swamp. It's surrounded by water from every direction. and we'll do our best to map all of this. Head out where we came in and finish the northern side, and then finish off the rest. Here we're just about to have come a full circle here. Back at this point, yeah. Yeah. We've gone full circle now. Now, where do we start? Do we start at the northmost point and take it one square at a time until we reach the end of the map? Maybe that's the most logical way to approach it. So we'll start on the side that faces the snow and work our way inwards until we reach pretty much the point which is facing the desert. From him, he's poisoned. Okay. Start up the cure poison spell. Probably need it. I think I might change the spell here. The Dragon Blood spell is a little bit an overkill for these guys. And, switch to the cure poison spell here. Could need that probably. There really isn't doesn't seem to be more to this particular square. Can't go, well, we can go a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of a patch here. There's pretty much an enemy in every single square. They're not that tough. Okay. I'm done with this square. Let's take this one next. Just make sure we're not accidentally skipping something. We shouldn't be. And then this square. What the hell is that? Here's a little hint for us. Let's write this down. Climb the steps to Mount Keystone to find the shack that stands alone. Shatter the case with fantastic might and Take the card of golden light. I assume that's a hologram sequencing card. Where were we exactly? F2, X9, Y12. On we go through the swamps. Something is buried in the bog. 20k gold, a ring, a bow, pirate armor, a halberd. So pretty. Thermal longbow. Ebony padded armor. Not totally worthless items, at least. We could at least sell them, fetch a little price for them. You've unearthed a nest of death locust larvae. Burn them. Yes. Flames lick at the sky as the nest burns like a giant bonfire. Oh, 3 of the locust plagues, at least when we return. So that's nice. Quicksand. Oh, nice. In the heart of Minotaur's Marsh. We'll find the dungeon of 1,000 halls that winds enter the halls with a golden key and an ultimate adventurer. You're likely to be. That's nice. Have to stop by town when we get back. We have 2 dead characters and a bunch of items. More hints here. Deliver 11 orbs to your king of choice and give his followers cause for rejoice. Take the reward you will then acquire to the ancient pyramid on the Isle of Fire. Okay. We need to deliver 11 orbs to the same king. These guys appear tough. Yeah, it sounded like that, so let's hope there's more than 11 of them. Let's hope there's a little bit of redundancy. Otherwise, we're in a bit of a jam. These guys are far tougher than those that came before us. Of course, we're also missing 2 of our best hand-to-hand combat fighters. No, we've not done that. We gave 2 to the good king, and the rest have all gone to the neutral king. The evil one hasn't gotten anything. We changed our minds halfway through. And, I think the current situation is that it is 4-2. I think we've found 6 so far. This quicksand is fairly annoying. Yeah, we'll stick with neutral. If we're wrong, we have to go all the way back. Or potentially we at least can't finish some part of the game, which will suck a bit. I think we need to head back to town right now. Pretty shitty situation here. Patch ourselves up a little bit. It's the tavern. It's the inn. It's the shop. Let's you probably can't shop since we're dead. I have this problem. The merchants in the game, I don't want to allow you to shop while you're dead. That's prejudiced if you ask me. We can't help it if we're dead. The game never was very clear about these orbs. And I guess we know now. What does this charm do? Is it an AC item? Yeah, +3. What does the ring do? Also +3. What does the longbow do? Yeah, it's not a great bow. It's not a great charm. And it's not a great ring. Not worth a space in the backpack, I would say. This halberd seems to be pretty good though. 7 to 22. This one does give us +20 accuracy, which is sort of helpful. And this is probably nowhere near as good. No. But we're wearing a shield. We can't wear the halberd with a shield. It's at least a better weapon than this Amber halberd. Which we'll now remove. Equip this one instead. We'll sell the Amber one. This is worthless. This is fairly worthless. Doesn't appear to be any armor that needs repairing. So welcome change for once. Okay, we're doing good. Check on the current status of the party. Doing okay. Probably rest. Okay, that's good to know. Let's continue. Our exploration of this shithole. Soggy branches joined by vines form a rickety hut, enter, yes. Powerful treasure is scattered throughout the hut, take it of course. The choking aura of death overcomes you as you touch the treasure, engulfing everything in darkness. We're dead. Oh nice. Okay. We'll have to go back and patch up the rubber. Tis but a scratch. He'll need a band-aid for his death. He didn't die last time, so guess he has that going. Oh, he did. So this is the second time he dies tonight. He sounds like a bad night. And, let's take a little nap here. Need to visit the smithy. Check out these items that we just found. Inventory. Okay, these are valuable items. This is an obsidian flamberge and obsidian boots and an obsidian rod. It's interesting. Noxious splint mail. No, interesting. What does this currently do for us? 55 versus 64. So it's whereas this is also 64 but gives us the added protection. No, I equipped the wrong one. It's the one I meant to equip. This is 62 but gives us the added resistance. Sort of worth it. Sell this lapis split mail. I think it's time to say goodbye to this icy bronze sword and this silver shield will lower our armor class a little bit here, but equip a far better weapon. Instead, I'm gonna change boots. He's wearing these fairly crap steel boots. We'll wear the obsidian ones instead, which hikes him all the way up to 59. Huge hike. And here we'll remove the shield. And wear the rod instead. Brings us to 59 as well. Where are we in terms of armor class now? 59, 59, 58, 45, 62, 62, 62. And that's very solid. It's an exactoclave. We then used all of the obsidian artifacts that we found, yes. That was certainly worth it. Most definitely worth it. This was, however, a decent shield. This one was not. Sword isn't all that good either. Sell these steel boots. Wondering if the thief could potentially use the shield. I'm gonna check. That particular shield was actually decently good. For some reason, the thief in this game can actually wear a shield, whereas the thief in game 2 cannot. Seem to have changed their minds. But, what's our shield like here? Are we wearing one even? Potentially we can't. Decent chance that we can't. No, the sorcerer cannot wear a shield, but the cleric definitely can. What shield are we wearing here? It's not that great of a shield. She's a 62. And this brings her up to... Okay, she is wearing a very good shield. I lied. Sell this shield and can't really use it anywhere. We don't have space in our backpacks to carry around things that potentially could be useful at some point. We, in fact, the backpacks always seem to be packed for carrying all of this weird jewelry, which if we find out is worthless at the end of the game and never gets us anything, I'll drop with great joy. Been carrying most of it around since the early days without really finding any use for it, at least not so far. Now, where were we before we got rudely interrupted again? Already checked this hut. There's nothing in there now, right? No. Okay. On we go then. Lots of friends waiting for us on the other side. Have already come to meet us and greet us here. These guys appear decently tough. Who at least take a bit of a beating. Quicksand again. What did this guy say? These guys are full of hints right now. Seek the castles on the Isles of Illusion and write a curse that was cast in confusion before the mages slip into eternal slumber. They will each give half the magic number. Seems there's a lot of hints for later parts of the game on this isle. We've pretty much stopped dealing with these poisonous creeps. I want to switch to a combat spell here. These trees are the root of all of our problems right now. We'll see if we can finish off the rest until we reach the town again to heal. Soggy branches joined by vines form a rickety hut. Beautiful and sad princess sits in a chair, staring out the window by the side of the hut. Will you present yourself? Yeah. I have endured the most cruel curse, and my soul can no longer summon the strength to weep. Only when I have been given an abundance of love may I exit this hut of despair to the light of day. I pray thee, bring me the lofty emotion that I lack, if it be in your heart to do so. Write this down. At least none of our current characters. Probably doesn't matter who we pick. That's a riddle to solve. More quicksand. And a little tip here. Enter the pyramid on the fiery isle to face the final test and trial. A hologram card of 6 will gain access to the computer's brain. sort of knew this already. The door won't open. There's a small slot to the right of the door, but nothing you have will fit inside. This is the one that takes the golden card, which we haven't found yet. That's in this dungeon. That was already mentioned. Let's hope there isn't more quicksand, because we are getting pretty close to being dead. Are we taking an unnecessary risk here? Should we just go back to town? We have the town portal spell in general. No, we don't. We'll chance it. This is the last square before we hit the town again. We found a ring and some other stuff. Go to town. Yeah, it's all very hazy. Which king we should align ourselves with? That's hazy. And how the orbs play a role in the battle. That's also a little bit hazy. But at least it's fun. Feels to me that perhaps we should save the game before we end up dead here in the middle of a swamp. Yeah, that's why we have to explore every bit of these maps, because you never know when you find these clues. They are the unlikeliest of places, really. It's the way the game has always been. You can find a very important clue on the back of a wall in some random cavern. Saggy branches joined by vines form a rickety hut. Siltered wise, the Vampire King dwells in the Tomb of Terror, where he rules over an army of the undead creatures, equaled only by the legions of the Moo cult. He seeks to forever expand his what? I missed the last bit there. There's some sort of bug in the game there. Can't really see what is written. He forever seeks to expand his what? There's a line missing. But that's potentially our next stop there. The divine intervention is here. It's not missing, it's sort of cast over the last line, so it's very, very hard to read. We don't have, I don't think we have divine intervention. Cleric might have it. Yeah, she does, but the Paladin does not have him learn it. A powerful and useful spell, but very costly in terms of spell points. Found some stuff, and a Minotaur. Which does what? Who is this guy? We'll run away here. Certain death. Okay. Or not. We're gonna have to prepare ourselves a little bit more for this battle. Use my rip, since you're a subscriber now. I like mine better. No, it isn't a tier 1 emote. I need more slots. I still like mine better. Okay, let's thread a little bit carefully. I wasn't really expecting to get killed like this. It's all been pretty smooth sailing so far. It was shortly after this, right? Yeah, we found that divine intervention spell. Let's save the game here. We had no spell points, oddly enough. Something would have sapped us from them. Yeah, because I only have one slot for each tier. Yet at least. Need more subscribers to get more slots. So where is this Minotaur guy? This guy is buff. I assume that the only option with this guy is to use magic. And, seems to be fairly resistant to that as well. Yeah, that's a fine mess we're in here, right? Is he undead? No. He's not. Hey there, Hitch. Welcome to the stream. Fighting this Minotaur guy, which seems pretty much unkillable. At least nothing we've tried so far has even caused him minor pain. Let's see what he's about. He has 1,000 hit points. He has an armor class of 90. He has 2 attacks, and his special is death. I'll say. That's awfully nice of him. We tried the Starburst spell. That did absolutely nothing to the guy. Might as well have sneezed at him. The implosion spell worked. Oh, that's at least one spell that actually works. Moonray spell could be very useful right now. And, didn't cause him any damage, however. None of the melee characters are doing any sort of damage to this guy. Man, this guy is something. He's not undead, so this probably doesn't help at all. Does he like... We don't have enough spell points for Cold Ray. Does he like the cold? He likes the cold. This guy is something. What we're going to go do here is just go through these characters until he kills every one of us. Try this again. Yeah, indeed, I'm very much dead. Now, we don't necessarily need to fight this guy. There's nothing really forcing us to do so, but I'm intrigued anyway. Nice job. Mass Distortion is probably the most powerful spell I can actually cast, which could cause a lot of damage. But right now I'm going to use the Raise Dead spell. Still don't have even a single blow at this guy. What a tough guy. What a tough guy. We don't stand a chance against this guy, even with all these spells. Still haven't even landed a blow on him. Turn to this guy at a later point. Write down the coordinates. Going to assume that our reward for killing this guy will be pretty good. Okay, we're here. No. We won't dig it up. We're in X11, Y2, in F2. Mark it in red so we don't forget about it. Yeah, these games are a lot of fun. It's a pretty well made up world. Lots of myth and lore around it, and also what I like is it's mixed with a little silliness, like the aliens and the Temple of Mu and so on. It doesn't take itself too seriously. We need the purple key to gain access to this stronghold, it seems. Oh, I guess we need to find that somewhere. I hope we don't have to kill the Minotaur to get it, because that's not gonna happen right now. Yeah. John Van Carrigan, the author of this game, he's a misunderstood comedian, but he's also a dastardly puzzler. He makes these pretty difficult puzzles. rolls. This guy is a purveyor, and for 1 million gold, he will remember us. Let's needs to save the game before we waste 1 million on marketing. Just in case he's an influencer that does very little for us. But we don't have the gold, we have plenty of money. We still have 160,000, even if we gave him 1 million and we have another 3 in the bank. Holy Word is here. I think both of the characters have Holy Word now. This is Soothsayer. He wants a full 500,000. Now we don't have another 500,000, so for now we'll say no. I have a feeling we'll have to restore and come back to this. Although I have no idea what this is about. Found a bunch of stuff here, including 100,000 gold. Another 25,000 and a bunch of objects. And then some quicksand.
I'm getting laughs.
Yeah.
Maybe I should host the show.
Okay.
Thanks for the hostage. Head into town here. Heal up the dead members of the party. Oh, my quicksand. Pay a little visit to the smithy as well. Let's see what these items are worth. Not a lot, really. But they're worth something. This one is, it's worth 80,000. Similar to this armor that we have here somewhere. The problem with this expensive armor in this game is that it ends up being very expensive to repair as well. I'm thinking we'll sell it. It's a decently good sword as well. Ultimately I'll sell that as well. Good belt here. He's already wearing this one, which is probably an armor booster. Yeah, +6. Does this give us any armor boost? No, but we'll keep it anyway. If we need a further boost of thievery, we can always just wear it. Okay. Should we go back and get some more money? What are we gonna do with the money anyway? Can't use the money when we're dead. Might as well waste it on marketing. It doesn't really matter what are we gonna do with the money. There's nothing in the game worth buying. Or very few things. We'll withdraw, I don't know, 500,000 more. I haven't saved though, so we can basically at any point just change our minds. Try to avoid the quicksand here. He remembers us. That's good. We paid him $1 million to do so. This might all just be a scam, and fairly sure it actually is. I'm fairly sure he remembers us now. Yeah, he does. Let's head back and do the square below. Yeah, same here. I'd remember you for far less than 500,000. Do we think this is worth it? I seriously doubt it. Should we load before continuing? Yeah, we probably should. You can always go back to this if it's actually needed, but this feels like a scam. No. Yes. Yes. No. Find this treasure again. Not seemingly exactly the same items though. Probably some of it random. You need to stop at the town anyway because we're about to step into Quicksand any moment now. Yeah. Let's go patch that up and sell these items while we're at it. Check in with the smithy. See what we got this time around. Platinum boots. Actually decently good boots. We'll just wear those. Good gauntlets as well. Sell the current ones. Wear these instead. Sell this one. Potentially these are good robes. This already has a pair of platinum robes. She does not. Let's sell these and give her the platinum robes. Sell this lapis ring and wear the platinum one instead. Just not worth very much. Neither is this or this. This is a gold longbow. Not really worth all that much. Okay. Equip some of this stuff. Excellent boots. Excellent gauntlets. We made it past 70. The armor class list 65 and 71. I keep forgetting we can wear multiple rings, but sort of don't have the space in the backpacks to be wearing very many of them. We also have a crap ring here where we could have used. Never mind. doesn't really matter all that much. Where are we at? 71, 65, 58, 62, 67. That's decently good. Remember to replace a ring with a better one next time you find a good ring. The one we sold wasn't that great. Doesn't matter very much. Let's continue with the swamp. We have a key to find and monsters to slay. There's an unusually high variety of monsters here in the open areas. Undead welcome, it says. None of these monsters have been undead though. I assume that the dungeon holds a great deal of them, however. Beware the trees, I'll say. Something sparkles beneath the water's surface. Found some boots. What kind of boots? Dino boots. Take a look when we get next to town. What those could potentially do for us. Ha! I am betrayer, and for 10,000 gold I will make the others forget you. Yeah, that's marketing for you. Some more quicksand. Let's head back up to Swamp Town. Visit the temple, visit the smithy, head back out. Yeah, you could basically pay them 1,500,000 to remember you and then pay this guy 10,000 to make them not remember you. It might be some sort of mission, but we'll only approach it after we know exactly what it does for us. Sure seems like a scam. What do these boots do? They give us 25 resistance to electricity. They hold very low armor class values, so they're potentially not all that useful. Yeah, at least he's all upfront about it. And he's not as good at marketing as the other two were. Doesn't have the correct name. Probably needs an image consultant. More boots. More of these Dyna boots, in fact. Guess they're made for walking. These tree columns are really the by far the toughest of these dwellers here. They don't seem to cause a lot of damage though, they just take quite a bit of it. Quicksand. Another dungeon there. What is this place? We need a golden key for this one, which we don't have either. More quicksand. This is Slayer. He will remember us for 200,000 gold. I wonder if he's a metal fan. Sort of taking a risk here that there isn't more quicksand, because if there is, we might end up dead. Sort of hoping we could make it to the other side and just track our way back to town. Pretty close to shore here. Yeah, we made it. So we need 2 of these keys, the purple one and the gold one. Neither of which we found. It's entirely possible that the dungeons here are not something that we should be doing at this point, although we can finish the outside area just fine. I think this is basically the only object we found. Save before continuing. Done a pretty decent percentage of this now. These guys. Probably rest. We don't have any spell points left. And on we go. More boots. Dino boots? No, noxious boots. Come around. Protection from poison instead of protection from electricity. I guess it makes sense for people to lose their boots in the middle of a swamp. This is Obeyer. He will remember us for 100,000 gold. They all rhyme. It's Obeyer, Slayer, Betrayer. Swim fast or die. Quicksand. No, not yet. 2 of these 3 golems here. Let's finish them off before backing back to town to heal. Sell these boots. Just about done with mapping the isle. Though we haven't finished any of the dungeons yet. Worth slightly more, plus 40 to acid and poison, but only a +1 in armor class. A lot of resistance, but the poor armor class value really pretty much strikes them out. They could sort of be a one-off like item. You could store them in your pack and use them in special circumstances, but we don't really have the space in the backpack for those sorts of exercises. So at least for now, we just skip them. More of these tree columns. The root of all our problems here. We're getting to the end. Bunch of these guys. Weird that we haven't found a lair anywhere. You usually do. Almost done here, right? Yeah, we are. Okay, so there's really nothing there except for the pyramid and these two dungeons, neither of which we have a key for. So that leaves two options. We can either head back to town and try to solve the puzzles in town. Let's see if that is how we can yield the keys, which is of course possible, or we could potentially explore either the snowy isle or the fire isle. We have two riddles in this town that we haven't solved yet. I think we already dug up all of these graves, but it's these two. It was this clue about this Princess Trueberry. We found this princess, but we don't know what it is that she seeks. Oh, what is it that goes up and down but never moves? That's right. Use the password sublevel to enter the beta engine sector. This is near the end of the game. We're supposed to use this, so I'm going to guess that this aisle is supposed to be completed near the end of the game. Not necessarily right now. And what was the other puzzle again? There's another knight here at the other end of town. Somewhere. Yeah, we figured this out already. This was the one we were just at. Where's the other one? Potentially here. This was Princess Strawberry. It's a spooky little town. Here's yet another statue. Is this the one? What turns everything around but does not move? It's a clock or time? It's neither. What turns everything around but does not move? Potentially. I figured this was actually the sun. Seemed to make sense, but it's not the correct answer. Turns everything around but does not move. What could that possibly be? Potentially true. Use the password primary to enter the main engine sector. Okay, so we have the two passwords for the engine sectors. That's useful. We'll need them very late in the game though, not right now. No. This is the other one. This square here is a little bothering to me because I'm fairly sure we are supposed to it's kind of weird. I'm wondering if we can potentially teleport into it. Feels like there shouldn't be an empty space there. We can always get out if we teleport in. We'll try from every part. Then we'll try passing ourselves in as well. It's also the, what's it called again? The other realize spell or whatever it was called. Which moves you 1 square forward. Pretty much regardless of the anything that could be standing in your way. What was the name of the spell that always cast you forward? Did it ever realize? That would not make much sense because one should be directly into the square. A wall does not occupy. Let me look up the spells. Am I not correct in that other realize is the spell we're looking for? Little gander of the manual here. Nothing about any of the spells in the manual. This is the same spell as in the second game. Yeah, I'm right in that it does what I think it does. At least it did in game number 2. Seemingly, this square is in fact very solid. There's no way to get in it. Although I guess there is a chance that we could be teleported there at some point. Although we're not quite there yet. Should we see if we can buy some of the keys to the dungeons at the smithies? Definitely cannot. He does not have any of these keys. So, we've solved the 2 riddles that we had. So should we go take a hike to the Snowy Isles and finish that off now? Or heading to the fiery ones? We have nothing else to do. There's also the castle puzzle, which we still haven't solved either. No, we need more. We need at least a little tip there, because we don't have a clue how to solve that one yet. Did we gain access to the walk on water spell? I forget. Do we have it now in our inventory of spells, or do we still need to use an item? We still need to use an item, but we have many of them, so this one needs to be equipped. Do they all? I don't think they all do. But who knows? Remove this, equip this, use it, and then just so we don't forget, move it again, equip the weapon. Sort of funny that we still haven't found the walk on water spell. You would think we'd have found that already. But alas, no, we haven't. Potentially we could finish off this isle now and see how long that takes us. Can't really be all that big because there isn't a lot left of the map. Track around it first. No, it isn't all that big. It's much smaller than the swamp isle. done a full circle now. Let's start here at the western edge and move eastward. See if we find any hints here. Found some items here buried in the snow. A marble Greytone sits humbly at the base of the statue. Pay homage to the ultimate warrior of speed. Guess we will. Didn't we already figure this out? It magically increases our speed quite a bit. Didn't we already... No. We hadn't found this yet. We found plus 100 endurance for 5,000 gold. This is potentially quite useful. Although it was a little bit more expensive. Where are we exactly? We're in E1 410. We have two plots here within a short distance that can increase our endurance and speed by 100 points. Assume there are more of these. So maybe this is how we beat the Minotaur. We simply go to these statues and max out our abilities using magic. And then go beat that guy and get something in return. We already dealt with this guy. He gives us 100 plus endurance. 5k, which is not a lot of money. Evil Rangers. There's the castle. So this one is about might, and it gives us a plus 100 in might or 10,000 gold. All three are 30,000, at least right now. Potentially more of these statues. Yeah, now we need to return to town because our backpacks are nearly full. Well, I'll use the teleport spell here, since we have to use the water walking to get back here. I'll cast the not the teleport spell, the Lloyd's beacon spell I meant to say. I'll set it here. Use the town portal spell to make our way back to Swamp Town. Yeah, you think I should exit the game and save changes and make a draw of the gamer? Yeah, I probably should. You're probably right. So what have we found here? Found another amber plate armor. This one that we have here considerably better because it's definitely more expensive, but is it any better? So plus 20, what is this? Plus 13, okay, it is better. Considerably better. What is this one? It's plus 26. Is it the same one he's currently wearing? Yeah, it is. And also cleric, potentially a better one that she's wearing. Yes, it is. She's wearing this noxious splint mail. And we'll sell this. Sell this as well. And move this over to the cleric and use it there. Sell this belt, and we'll sell this amber plate armor as well. What's this do? It's a super shelter coin. Sell that. Pretty much a worthless ring, but what does it give you? Let's do not worth a space. Does this do? Gives you a plus 8 armor class. This, however, is an extremely powerful piece of armor. Pretty much as good as it gets. This one is pretty much crap when compared to it. So we'll sell it. There was this platinum amulet. Might give it to the robber. Where does that put him in terms of armor class? Up to 61. He's finally there with the rest of them. And the cleric now has 83. So she's practically saved from hits. Sell this one. Not worth nearly as much as the other one. We'll sell this steel shield as well. Fix this. Really should get him better armor, but there is so little armor that the cleric can wear. We never seem to find any. What does this gold brooch do? Gives a +6. Yeah, I'd say we're doing very good on armor class. This was a good upgrade just by marching through the snow. Let's commit the save. Go right back in. Game music awaits us. I hope no one was asleep. Let's return to where we were. Not the same spellcaster, funnily enough, but ended up in pretty much the same place though. Pretty funny that both of our teleports are set to the same location. Game number 2 didn't offer you this okay, this is accuracy for 20,000 gold. That's X14Y8. Finish exploring this isle. And I think it's very tempting to visit all of these knights, magically power up a lot. And what I intend to do, I tend to go back to this location just before we meet the Minotaur, set the light beacon spell there, go over to this island, buy all of these different things, go right in front of the Minotaur using the light beacon spell and try again. Will be the last thing we do. Here's another one. Ultimate Warrior of Life. C2 for us. Yeah, it gives us a ton of hit points. This is potentially how we beat this guy. He's pretty much untouchable. So we have to put a lot of gold into this. But all ends up being worth it. This is a bit weird. Why is this? Okay, it's basically a mountain. 4 items here. Potentially worth something. Is that a Quatlu coin? No, Coin of sanctuaries. Interesting. There's a pyramid there in the snow. And an archer. And one we can actually enter. X4, Y9. So that's something to do for us. At hazard a guess, this is where we potentially find some of the clues to the puzzle in the castle. We're just hit by an avalanche, which barely touched us because we're very much magically enhanced. We're pretty much out of space at this point. We should probably trot back to town. Because if you do find something and you're out of space in the backpacks, then basically you will lose the item. It won't be there if you go again. It's sort of unfair, but that's the way it is. We have to keep a close eye on that. It's not worth very much, but this ring potentially is at least better than this ring, which will sell. Give him this steel ring instead. It's gold and scale. We have better items, but this is a ruby crown, which does what? It's a plus 10 armor class. It's pretty great. Pick someone to wear it. It's a quartz plate mail. A plus 13 will sell that. Does this do? This is a super shelter item again. Lots of these items. Wondering if there's a reason why we're getting so many of them. Sell them anyway. Does this do? Plus 4. This is probably better than the current potted armor he has. What's this do for us? Plus 6. No, it's worse. Does this do for us? It's a plus 4. So much stuff. Really is a ton of stuff. Who needs this crown the most? William Tell does. 71, 65, 68, 61, 68, 83. At least we're stronger. Let's save right here. Then head back. Finish off this Isle of Snow. There's not a lot remaining of it actually. So a little cavern there as well. Another treasure find. I've been very lucky with the treasure on this isle. A lot of stuff here. Most of it pretty valuable. It's funny that you can only swim forward, you can't swim backwards. If you come to the edge of the isle and you walking backwards, you can't walk into the ocean. Ouch. That hurt. Came pretty close to dying there. Lost 2 members of the party. So set the beacon spell right here. Use the town portal spell to get back to Swamptown. Heal these characters. You're quite a beating. Pay another visit to the shop. What do we have here? Broken plate armor. That's expensive to fix. Amber shield. Steel scimitar. Amber cudgel. Silver crossbow. We were going to equip this steel ring. I forgot to do that. This is Nature's Gate. Potentially useful. Does the Silver Crown do? +2, sell it. Deadly Swarm spell. Fix this chainmail. Sell this and this. Fix this scale armor. Fix this padded armor. Our armor really took a pretty good beating here. This gives us +17. This is a +6. This can be worn by anyone, right? No, not the sorcerer. Anything else? Not typical. What is he currently wearing? It's a plus 16. Doesn't really matter. Sell this. What does the Cryo Shield do? Cold? Yeah. Sell it. And what was it that I was planning on? Yeah, there's a lot of gating. Move a lot of gating over to the cleric in case we need this spell. Nature's Gate. It's actually fairly useful if you need to use it. Let's save. Were we going to equip something here? Yeah, this ring. Where does that leave us? Okay. So we can. Let's head back to the snow. Finish that off. Feel as though I've said that before. Here we are again. What is this place? It's Dragon Cavern, okay. How interesting. Not gonna go exploring that now, but I'll write down what it is on the same. Let's turn one time Dragon Cavern. Dragon Cavern in game number 2 was very difficult, but also had great rewards. So if this is anywhere close to that, then this is one of the most important dungeons in the game. Just got hit by another avalanche. Rest here. Potentially the last archer. I think we have done them all in now. So what we'll do now is use the town porter spell to go to some town. And head straight back out. Go to the square before the Minotaur. It's in F2. It's in F2. the wrong direction. It's here. And Y2, it's in X11. So we'll walk all the way up to 10 at least. 7, 8, 9, 10. This is basically it. Here we'll set the Archer's Lloyd Beacon spell. Rest. Make sure we have a full set of points. Then we'll use the main sorcerer's spell to return here. And pay a visit to all of the statues one by one. The first one was in 410. That's done. Then there was one in 711. It's probably open 24/7. That one is here. That one is done. And there was one in 10/7. That one is here. That one is done. And there was one in 14/8. That one is here. And then there's one in E225. 1, 2. So now we're basically tough as nails. We have 162 might, an accuracy of 148, 1200 hit points, an endurance of 173, a speed of 135. We're very much magically toughened right now. This is about as good as it gets. Oh. Let's go back here and we'll save and try this Minotaur guy again. Are we in the wrong place? Did I go in the wrong direction? I went in the wrong direction. Yes. Hello? We still can't hit the guy. Amazingly enough. Despite all of our added skill, we still can't even land a single blow on this guy. It's amazing. And he can still kill us. This guy is formidable, I'll give him that. We still have not landed one blow on him. Oh, now we finally did. We don't have enough to cast Divine Intervention, but we can cast a Moonray, although it did absolutely nothing to him any more than any of the other spells did. I was hoping with the added boost that we might actually be able to land a blow with some of the melee fighters, but his armor class is high enough that it's practically impossible, it seems. Let's cast the Time Distortion spell and run away like cowards. We did manage to run away with one character. How are we still fighting this guy? This is interesting. This guy is practically unkillable. Maybe we aren't supposed to kill him at all. Maybe we're just supposed to take this item and then leave. Is that the point here? We find 2 pieces of obsidian padded armor. And we're just supposed to get out of here. We can easily. Just go back to town. Yeah, there's a chance that we're supposed to use it for the pyramid. That is very true. At least we have this pretty good padded armor now. Which I'll have absolutely no problem just using here. Probably better than what the thief is currently wearing as well. So we have that going for us. It's a plus 22. Yeah, it's far better. Is it even better than it's not better than the obsidian chainmail, that's for sure. But okay, how is our stat right now? It's... yeah, this is getting pretty formidable. Yeah, good night, Gleaser. We're just about to wrap it up. I don't know what we'll do for the rest of the stream. We have maybe 15 minutes to do something. I'm not sure where exactly we'll head. Maybe just over to the fire. I'll finish the outside mapping of that before finishing off the snowy parts. I'm fairly certain we are supposed to do that pretty late in the game. I'm not sure how big the fire isle really is. Potentially decently big. Ouch. The center of the hut is a shrine with icons of fire, cold, electric, energy, poison, and magic. The icons start to glow as you approach, and the hut is filled with a swirl of colored lights. Your resistance to the elements is magically increased. Okay, that was a good boost. Very resistant now. Is this something that lasts? Not about to find out, because I'm not about to sleep. Yeah, take advantage of our heightened state and do a little sightseeing. It seems we're not able to penetrate these lava trees or whatever they are. Taking a ton of damage here. Take that. How close are we to death? We're not that close to death. Not yet, at least. We're taking a lot of damage. Our heightened resistance is, however, helping us a lot. What's in this hut? Hundreds of shadowed eggs with red spots mark the hatching place of the fire lizards. Destroy the hatchery, yes. Setting the hut aflame is not a hard task. Amidst the heat of the Isle of Fire, the hut is reduced to ashes in a matter of minutes. which we got 100,000 experience and a bunch of stuff. Yeah, a wooden hut in the middle of a lava field. You think that was a bad idea? Can't rest here. Let's go back to town to rest. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to map this, but not impossible. We can get around using teleport once we've mapped the squares. Do a few more. Eventually, we should probably be able to find something that allows us to walk into the mountains there, which currently are impenetrable to us. Was our resistance? No, it's not permanent, so essentially we need to go to the bottom here, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares forward to gain additional protection from the elements. Which of course we can't. This game remains hard. So there are definitely limits as to how far we can actually wander here. These guys again. Which funnily enough are not immune to fire, which is somewhat amusing. This is potentially where Nature's Gate or yeah, not Nature's Gate, but the Moonray spell would prove very effective. Gives us a little health boost and also destroys the monster. Comes at a bit of a cost in terms of spell points, but otherwise a decently good solution. Where we need to go is here. Taking quite a beating here. And what we really need is a point to rest in the middle of all of this somehow. I can see the water there on the edge. Not perhaps a way to get to it. This is a dangerous game we're playing here. This is where we cast the time distortion spell and hope it works, which of course it doesn't. Let's cast the sparks spell here. At least it did some damage. I say we fight fire with fire and cast the fireball spell. And hopefully we have enough for the town porter spell, because we're very much near death here. We can also do one thing here. Potentially we can use the Lloyd's beacon spell to go back to this same location again. Yes, we can. That's a bit of a cheat. We can go here and rest, and then return to where we came from. This is a major devil, so he's packing some punch. He's the toughest of the fire beasts. Actually, another pair of them here. Yeah, the two of them. I wonder what's actually in store for us here. More of these guys. Yet more. Trying to get out of the fire to the edge. But it's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna be allowed to do that. We can sort of see it here, but this is a dead end. This will take a while. It'll take us a while to map this. We made a little bit of progress. We'll save right here and exit the game. It's 1 AM already. Everybody's tired. They going to bed. Not for now. So jump over to the face cam and check who's on. Give someone a raid. Although most of you are probably going to head to bed anyway. See who's on. Hey Broomhatter, we're just about to retire for the night, looking for someone to raid. Look who's playing Might and Magic 3 on the DOS version. It's Harksena, let's rate him. Seems appropriate. He's just starting out. I'll leave you in his capable hands. And yeah, sorry about that, Broomhatter. It's aloha time, aloha and goodbye. Thanks for coming, guys. You sleep well. Wednesday, more Dungeon Master, potentially a tech stream on Tuesday. I'm still not done setting up the retro PC. Might stream some of that. Until then, later, guys.